Hey YouTubies, welcome to a mental health update. Bruce, leave things alone. Yes, you're a cutie, but leave things alone. Bruce, leave things alone. Seriously. Cats. Gotta love them, but they're like children. Drive me crazy. Leave things alone. Little snot. Anywho, how you guys doing? Good, I hope. I've not been doing so great lately, like at all. I've had lots of crashes lately as far as my chronic fatigue syndrome. Crashes means I crash. I go to sleep for days. I've done that several times lately because of different things. One was one day we went to Walmart over in Sedalia and I walked around too much and I completely wore myself out because I can't walk that far. I can't walk that much or stand that much, and I overdid it. Same with Anthony. He did too. He's actually recently gotten a walker, the one that kind of got the seat on it, and he used it at Walmart when we went to Sedalia, but it's not up high enough for his height, so he was straining a lot when trying to walk around Walmart. And the Sedalia Walmart is a lot bigger than our Walmart here in Warsaw. So we both came home and we crashed for like 2 days because of it. Because of my walking issue, I am actually considering either getting a walker myself, even kind of with a seat on it, or even a wheelchair. He, on the other hand, won't use a wheelchair. He refuses. Because when he was 18 years old, he was in boot camp in the military, and they discharged him on medical because they found out he has osteochondroma, I think that's what it's called, where you have extra cartilage behind the knees. So because of it, he has trouble with his legs, particularly behind his knees, and he can't bend in certain ways and stuff like that. But also, ever since he's been diabetic, some of the medications he had an allergic reaction to and all kinds of stuff I think he has a little bit of chronic fatigue syndrome himself as well. So he has walking issues as well. But he refuses to use a wheelchair because when he was 18 and they released him on medical, the doctor told him that by the time he was age 21, he wouldn't be able to walk and he would be in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. So because of that, he has been determined, I mean stubbornly determined, to beat the odds and not be in a wheelchair. Gotta give him credit, he has done pretty good. So most people would just give in and want a wheelchair. I don't want a wheelchair, but there's some situations, like when we go to the Sedalia Walmart. It's a much bigger store. I either need a walker or a wheelchair or start using their putt-putts that they have. Something. Because I can't walk very far myself. So yeah, it sucks. I'm trying to little by little pace myself and get where I can walk a little bit more. But that's hard. I usually can walk anywhere from 150 to 700 steps a day. If I get lucky, if we have to go someplace, I can get maybe, depending on the day and depending on the situation, I can sometimes get 1,000 to 1,500 steps in a day. Not near like all these people that get like 10,000 steps and all that kind of stuff. For me, it's very hard. But I am trying to learn to pace myself, even just walking around the kitchen and living room here in the house, where I have a safe environment, and I have an app on my phone and my watch to where I can calculate my steps and slowly pace myself and increase over time. That's hard. But yeah, he has a motorized wheelchair, basically a putt-putt, but he needs no battery for it. So at the moment, it's in the shed. So because of it, he uses the putt-putts at Walmart, and now he has a walker. He's trying to use it so he at least gets some walking in. So it sucks when you get older and you're in bad health. I always heard when I was a kid that, you know, getting old is so great. Your golden years are so great. No, they ain't. Lion sack of doo-doos. Try to tell me it was so great. It ain't so great. Getting older does have its perks in some ways, yes. Except when you're sick. Anywho, I'm rambling. So yeah, I've had lots of crashes lately. I can always tell when I'm about ready to have a crash. I start having the sore throat. I start feeling run down, like I'm coming down with a cold, which doesn't really amount to anything. I've come to call it a fox cold because I get them so often. Fox, you know, / fake colds, because it doesn't actually turn into an actual cold. It's just the run down, yucky, pre-cold symptoms, but doesn't amount to anything. I'll sleep for a couple days, other than going to the bathroom and eating a little bit, and then I'll be okay. So what you guys always see on my videos, you know, our mukbangs and stuff, that's when I'm having my good moments. That anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes is about the amount of energy I have for the day to be able to do anything. From there, after we get done with the mukbangs, I go to the bedroom. I'll doodle on my computer while laying in bed, but that's about the amount I can do of anything. I was watching some YouTube videos just yesterday about people that have worse chronic fatigue than I do. And man, some of them have it so much worse. I am thankful I don't have it worse than I did. When we first moved in with Mom and Dad 5 years ago, I did have it much worse. I could only stand maybe like 5 minutes a day. Seriously. But some of these YouTube videos I've seen, people have much worse crashes than I do. They're even hospitalized. Some of them are on feeding tubes. I seen one where one guy, he's been on a feeding tube and a saline tube where he gets food and liquids. He's been on that for 6 years, plus being light sensitive, so he has a mask over his eyes, has earplugs in his ears because he's noise sensitive. He can't look at anybody. Used to, before I was diagnosed with chronic fatigue, I always thought the chronic fatigue was just being tired. But no, it is so much more than just being tired. I don't even know how to explain everything on it, but I've been quite depressed lately because of my chronic fatigue. And I hope this is not going down, be a downer for some people. But even lately, I've kind of wondered, like, I feel like I'm just sleeping and waiting for death. I feel like all I do is sleep. I can't do much of anything else other than our mukbang videos, which I thoroughly enjoy because I get to try new foods. So, and we've made it 5 years now. So, I don't know. Hopefully we'll be able to do it for quite a while longer. But yeah, he just... my quality of life is just... I mean, I have my good moments, yeah, here and there. But... I don't know. It's very hard to deal with when it feels like your life has just been ripped from you. And the world is passing you by. So. But I'm trying to keep my head up. Trying to remember that my ancestors, many of them probably had things much worse than I do, even though I feel like a sassy old fat cat and all I do is sleep. But some of them had it much worse. Some of them were beheaded. Some of them were burned at the stake. Some of them were killed by having mounds of rocks placed on their chest. You know, any number of things. You know, they had it much worse. So I got to remember that. So... I think the biggest downer for me lately was when we went to go do our celebration video at the Buffalo Wild Wings, and that was just disaster. That brought me down so much. I was so excited about it being 5 years, because for me, and with our health conditions and everything, 5 years doing mukbangs, being on YouTube, is a very big accomplishment. To some people, it's no big deal. You know, they're young, or even if they're not young, they're healthier, and all this kind of stuff. So for me and us, it was a big deal. And I was really looking forward to eating the Buffalo Wild Wings. They completely botched our order. Half of it was cold, half of it we didn't get. I had to go back for. I'll never go back there. Excuse me. I'll never go back there again. I've heard it's good, but not in our area. At least at that location. So... but you live and learn, right? So, if things goes to plan, I'm still planning on redoing. I don't know when. With chronic fatigue, I can never plan anything. Seriously, from day one to the next day, I can never plan anything for certain. But when I get a chance, I'm hoping and planning to redo a celebration video, and we'll do it at home. So, yeah. So, alright, I think that's about it for now. I need to go finish fixing food. I think I blew a fuse on the microwave while ago and trying to fix some Salisbury steaks. So I gotta go fix the fuse so I can finish fixing food for Anthony. So, alright, I'll catch you guys again later. Bye-bye. Oh, one last thing. One thing I'm planning on doing some videos on here soon is through his, I think it's his insurance, he now gets meals delivered to him every 2 weeks. Pre-made meals through Mom's Meals. It's the company's name, Mom's Meals. And I guess they're diabetic friendly. He can't eat all of them by himself because he gets full so quick anymore. So he usually eats 2 meals and I eat 1 when we have them. And they're pretty good meals. They got, like, one we had the other day had sweet and sour chicken and rice on the side, Someone's got ravioli. This and that and the other. It's got good stuff. And veggies and everything too. But, so if things go as planned, we're going to start doing a couple videos on those. So that makes it a lot easier for me to actually fix some food, because each meal I just puncture a couple holes into the seal to the vents, and I cook each meal like maybe a minute and a half to 2 minutes. Bam, he's got food. So that makes things a lot easier for me, being I have trouble standing and walking. So I'm thankful for that. So, anywho, I'm done rambling. Got your blessings. I hope everybody's having a good year so far. I hope it's much better than last year and the year before. So, I wish everybody well. Bye-bye. Love you guys.